Nice talk.
Hi.
Good morning. Nice talk to you again. We spoke for El Norte last year. So,
Yes, and now Selena.
yes, and now Selena. I'm very glad to be talking to you about Selena, And now it's like 25 years after the tragic moment for her. And Warner is bringing back to everybody so we can show to this new generation this wonderful movie. It's very exciting. You guys are like redoing it for HD, for 4K. What was this process?
We wanted to make a very special package for the fans of Selena and the movie. And so the Blu-ray is more than just the movie now in high definition, which it is. So people can enjoy it in their house again with very beautiful quality, like as if they were in the theater. But after the success of the movie, the studio asked me to do an extended version, a longer version of the film for television. So we did that. It has more scenes of Selena as a child, more scenes of Jennifer Lopez, and two complete new musical numbers, No Me Queda Más and Si Una Vez. So this Blu-ray has both versions of the film, the theatrical version and then the extended version. And then everybody always has questions for me about how you made the movie. Why did you do this and how did you do that? So there's a documentary on the film about how we made Selena with me, Jennifer Lopez, the Quintanilla family, and we're all talking about how we made the film, and it's full of information that I know the public will love. After that, there's yet another documentary about Selena's career, and finally, for the first time, outtakes from the movie, all of the scenes that we shot that don't appear in either version of the film. So this is a fantastic package for everybody that loves the film. It will allow them to enjoy the film new, but also to see all kinds of new stuff that they haven't seen before.
Yeah, it's a treat for the fans, for movie lovers, and I think it's wonderful, and I'm so glad. And every time that I see like a trailer or I watch the movie again, I'm just sure that you pick the right actress to play Selena, Jennifer Lopez. And back then, she was like just a new actress, you know what I mean? And
Well, this is the film that made Jennifer a big star.
yeah,
And I had worked with her on Mi Familia. I discovered her. I gave her her first role in a film, which was Mi Familia. And but when we did the auditions for Selena, there were thousands and thousands of young women, both actresses and unknowns, who auditioned. So Jennifer had to really work hard to win that part. She had to prove that she was the best person for the film. But after everybody saw her audition, there was no question she was the right actress. And oh my gosh, did she do a great performance?
yes.
Many critics say that it's the greatest performance in the history of musical biopics. And
Yeah.
I agree.
No, me too. And then you can see after that her career just like took off. And also,
Absolutely.
yeah, the first scene of the movie, we will start with like the big concert. I think it was the last concert that Selena did. And how was put that together, all these people like fans, you see that they are fans, and how did you come about to put that together?
Well, that was the most emotional moment in the whole filming of the movie, That was the first musical number that we did, the most difficult one. And, we didn't have a huge budget to make the movie, so we did not have any money for extras. So we actually asked people to come to the Alamo Dome to recreate this concert. And we didn't know if anybody was going to show up. But on the day, 35,000 people came. Can you imagine? They came, and we didn't pay them. And they stayed all day to help us film that incredible scene. And they came as if they were going to a Selena concert. They were all dressed up like Selena. They had their Selena signs. And all of them had been to Selena concerts. So it was spectacular. But also, they wanted to see how Jennifer was going to do. And can you imagine? Jennifer was like 24 years old at that time, young and with all this pressure. And she got on that stage, and my gosh, she did such an incredible job. everybody was crying, everybody was cheering. It was like Selena was alive again. And I feel that the spirit of Selena was with us when we made that film, and that's the reason that it has such an incredible magic.
Yeah, I think it was meant to be. And then she was, Jennifer was beautiful, and Selena was beautiful too. And I think the involvement with the family, when everybody's like in the same symphony, like in harmony, I think that everything goes well. And that's the
Yes.
reason why the movie, you can see on screen that everything was like bring together nicely and with a lot of love and a lot of emotion. It's, you
Yes,
know,
I mean, Jennifer, I have to thank her. She really channeled Selena and brought her spirit alive. I have to thank the people of Texas, the Tejanos, for supporting the movie on so many occasions and showing up when we're doing these scenes. And I also have to thank the Quintanilla family and Chris Perez, her husband, and her friends. They spent hours with me doing wonderful interviews. They were so open with me and shared all their most intimate, memories. And
yeah,
this really helped me to make a film that was very true and very authentic.
yeah. And back then, it's like it's 97, 96, 97. There was a Latina main character. We didn't. It was difficult to see a a Latina main character. Was too
Still,
difficult.
it's still
Still,
difficult.
I know,
It's
I
still
know.
difficult.
Change it
Yeah,
a
I'll
little
tell you
bit.
a story about that. Because when I was offered the film, I was trying to think, should I do this or not? And I was being advised not to by some people, and I was advised to do it by some people. I had to make my decision. So I was walking in the neighborhood in L.A., Venice, where I lived, and a lot of Chicanos and Mexicanos lived there. And so I encountered these two young Mexicanas. One was 8 years old and one was 10 years old, and they had Selena T-shirts. And I asked them, I said, why do you love Selena? And they looked up at me and they said, because she looks like us.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was so moved. I was so touched because I realized that these young girls never see on the movies or on the television anybody who looks like them. And in that moment, I decided I would make this film. I would make this film for those young girls. And I would give them the princess that they needed and that they wanted, their queen.
yeah,
We made the film. It's a classic.
yeah,
And Jennifer, I mean, and the other thing is that I insisted that we shoot in Texas so that you would see the people of Texas and the land of Selena. And all of that comes through in the film. It's a very special film. And now with this new Blu-ray release, part of the Warner Archive, which is all their great classic films, Selena has now joined all the great classics of Hollywood. And Jennifer Lopez and Selena are up there with the greatest stars and the greatest films. And I'm very honored
yeah.
that at this Blu-ray release.
Yeah, we are so glad for that, and like, and especially now that everybody is on quarantine, we need good stuff to watch it. You know what I mean?
It's perfect. May 19th, and it'll be available on any internet store, Amazon, or wherever. And everybody, the whole family, can watch Selena again and then see all these wonderful extras, learn a lot more about Selena, a lot more about how we shot the film, and see all kinds of scenes that have never been seen before. I just know people will love it, and I'm so proud and so happy that this Blu-ray is coming out.
Yes, and since we are like talking about quarantine, what to watch, and aside from Selena, what else you can recommend to my readers to watch in this moment?
Well, they can see me, El Norte, which is also available in Blu-ray. My film about people coming from Guatemala to work, and it's considered the great classic about immigration, which is something that touches our community so deeply. And that's another really wonderful film that I'm very, very proud of. That is now available on in Blu-ray and also in Pantaya and iTunes and Amazon. And so that's another really great one for people to watch. I'm very, very proud of that film, and that's also considered a classic. So I'm a very lucky film director that I've been able to work with so many wonderful people and bring so many beautiful Latino images to the screen.
Yeah, you always all your movies have something very particular and is very important and can talk to the community. And for example, El Norte, when I watched it last year, I was like, this is so happening right now as well. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
it's
It
kind
doesn't seem like an old movie, and neither does Selena.
yeah.
You know, they're very modern, and I'm so glad that these movies are coming out and being reseen because our young generation, needs to hear these stories, and Selena is so important to our community.
I have one question regarding the end of the movie.
Sure.
The way that you put together when the situation to tell that she passed away and everything, I think was very thoughtful and and different. You know, it's sometimes it's not like the way that people talk about death on movies. You know what I mean? Sometimes they show the actual what is going on, but the way that you did, I think, was very thoughtful.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that. And getting back to meeting the two young girls in Venice, uh, not only at that moment did I decide to make the movie Selena, but I knew that I could not spill Selena's blood on the screen for our young people and for our community. I knew they wouldn't want to see that. But it was a real challenge to figure out how to deal with the tragedy. And interestingly enough, I found a way to do this going back to the very first tragedies of all time, which are ancient Greek drama like Oedipus Rex and the Oresteia, because in those plays, there's a lot of violence,
Yeah.
but you never see the violence on the stage. The violence always happens off stage. And what you see is the consequences of the violence to everybody involved. And so I thought, this is how I'm going to do this. We're going to have it be a dream where she imagines herself singing in a concert, and then the flower comes. We start to hear all the radio announcements and television announcements that she has been killed. And so we don't actually see the event, but then we see how it affected everybody. First, you see how it affected and ruined Yolanda's life. And she's in her truck with a gun at her head. She really was, for hours in the rain. And then you see the hospital and the family getting the news that she's passed. And you see how it affects her parents and her husband and her brother and sister. And it's very moving. And then finally, you see the fans who gathered that night all over Texas by the thousands with candles. You see them gathered, thousands of people celebrating the passing of their queen.
Yeah.
And so I thought, this is the way to do this. And then I finished it off with the images of the real Selena so that everybody would feel her light. And I thought in this way we could try to show violence in a new way, because I feel that in movies we just see blood, but we don't see the consequences. And that's more important, the consequences of these acts. So I wanted to try to show that and then try to make something positive out of this tragedy and keep Selena's light alive.
Yeah, I thought that it was very thoughtful, very touching scene. So, Gregory, thank you so much again for your time. And it's a pleasure once more to talk to you. And oh my God, I cannot wait for everybody to get the Blu-ray on May 19. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking with you, and hopefully we'll talk again soon.
Sure.
And viva Selena y Selena vive.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.